Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Vols will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Scrambling away. He's got an open man. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Back to throw, it's Pitts. They're bringing heat. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
A run for the quarterback. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Getting some heat. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, they're throwing for it. I get it, but you got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Still running at the 40. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And first down for the offense.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He wants to throw. He's got the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
To the air on first down. He lets one fly deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll go to the air. Feeling some heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Come on, quarterback. You need to be better in that situation. First and goal scenario, you're not taking a sack. You got to throw that ball away if no one's open.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Dances away. He's looking on the right side. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And no sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Shakes off the tackler. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The throw to the outside is complete. Tackled, but he has a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to
Oh, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Quarterback extends the play. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, and then after the quarterback got him on the ground.
3, Tennessee, 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Steps away to find some room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything, then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Motion from the offense. This quarterback part of their running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
This defense has given up ground, but stood tall at the end. Forced a field goal last time. They'll try to do it again. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! Running up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Farmer, and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here. And
going downfield for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, David.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
On the return, it's Hamilton. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Here comes the offense on first down. Trying to get to him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game.
Trying to get behind the defense. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. Touchdown tie! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide.
Trying to beat the D deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now facing a third and... From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. The aerial assault continues. Pocket starts to collapse. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually see big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Alabama!
And these offenses get in a rhythm. They're hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field. Take advantage of it, too. Get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is great.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. The Volunteers have pushed it inside the 20. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic with his feet. Giving him his pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in third and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy because that guy can run around,
and he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown ball! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Pitts. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Second down.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. Field position for this offense. The offense set for a first down play. The give on the inside. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try one game established.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Yeah, sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
They'll run the jet sweep, trying to spread this defense out. This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide out in motion. The hand to the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Quarterback will keep it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Now, a 4th down.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Crimson Tide will bring a punt. Oh, it's a fake. And it's caught. Can he get it to the sticks?
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the first down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped.
Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. I hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Fires on the move. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, he chews up yards. I mean, that was really quick, really decisive, and very difficult to stop. And you could tell he's got some ability to make big plays. And thank goodness they got him on the ground and it wasn't a bigger play than he could have been.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll run the option. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Pitts. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man...
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He looks that one in nicely. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 24, Tennessee 7.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Staley. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. You can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The tide is high and rolling as they try to send Rocky Top to rock bottom, and they've built a big lead.
And Alabama's simply been the more physical team in this game, and you're starting to see that exert itself here in the second half. They're pulling away, David. Tennessee's going to have to do something here, keep this thing close.
And the hard part for Tennessee is you got to stay positive. You got to believe you can win. This series hasn't always been in their favor, and they kind of know Bama's had their number of late, but they got to stay positive. They got to make something happen on this next drive.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead, you know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Pitts. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paid.
37, Tennessee, 14.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A strike downfield. He's loose. The 30. At the 20. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The ball's racing to the line in the hurry-up.
First and goal, Tennessee.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 12 in the end zone.
Here comes the 2-point try. From the gun, looking for a man. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope.
Makes the score Alabama 37, Tennessee 22.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
To advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Going deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown ball! Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Snaps it in the shotgun. Gets it out fast. Tackled there by the defense. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
37, Tennessee 28.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good...
The expressway is wide open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man, zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they can continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They want that clock to run. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
And the Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. And right now, you still have a 2-point lead, David, but you have to be aggressive.
And don't let that scare you, right? You've been executing offensively. You still got the lead, Jesse. No need to panic.
Yeah, and this is where your leaders on offense really have to step up. They got to keep everybody calm and make sure everyone's on the same page here on this drive.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They want to run this quarterback. They finally make the stop with the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always there's a letdown in this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis. Sports College Football.